Katoa. Okay, so I
met a girl so fair, but got him at the evil wall, crept up and slipped away
music
with.
to have access to my microphone. Okay, so Katoa, share your pie hole. You guys are very special over there. All right, so I like writing it like this because it makes more sense. Okay, because it's important to know. It's important to know which one goes on top, opposite, hypotenuse, etc. Right? So I ignore what they wrote over there and I write it like that because it's better. So I remember sine. So S goes with C. So sine goes with cosecant. So cosecant is just sine flipped. So cosecant is hypotenuse over opposite. And same thing, cosine, C goes with S. So I remember which one goes with which because S goes with C, C goes with S. It's a little easy trick to remember. So this is hypotenuse over adjacent, and this is adjacent over opposite. So it's all leading into the unit circle. Which one, cosecant goes with what? That's what this is, cosecant sine. So it's a reciprocal function. What that means is cosecant's the same thing as 1 over sine theta. We'll get into these trigonometric identities, which will make you want to cry. And you need to know these kind of things because it'll help you. This one is 1 over cosine.
Oh, right.
Cotangent is 1 over tangent. That one you'll never really use, but you just got to know. So we're going to do number 1. What is sine? What sine of theta? So there's theta opposite over hypotenuse, right? So 12 over 13. What's cosine? Faster. 5 over 13. It's not hard. Faster. Opposite over adjacent, 12 over 5. Okay, all I do is flip the fractions over here. No big deal. It'll get harder, don't worry. Okay, so we're going to do number 2, and you may or may not remember in math you're not allowed to have a square root in the bottom. So you have to do, anyone remember what that's called? Rationalize. Good job. Okay, so we look at sine. Theta's in the left corner here. We do opposite over hypotenuse. So opposite is, I gotta make it a little smaller. So opposite is what? What's the hypotenuse? 4 root 5. How do you know which one's the hypotenuse? Across from the square, right? Across from the 90-degree angle along the side. It's not always easy to tell. Sometimes the sides are close in length, but across from the right angle is always easy. So we rationalize. So we multiply by root 5 over root 5. What happens to the 4s? They cancel. What's the answer? Square root 5 over, oops, I forgot the root in the bottom there. Square root 5 over. So I encourage you to do that in your head, and we'll get practice, and you'll be good at doing it in your head because you'll see kind of the pattern of how it works, right? Because you don't need to overthink rationalizing things because it's not that hard. Okay, I wrote the wrong answer on my notes. That's fun. So cosine, what is adjacent over hypotenuse? Adjacent is what? 8 over 4 root 5. Reduce that before you write it down. So 2 over what? 2 over root 5. We're all big kids now. You can think about reducing like that, right? What's the answer if you rationalize in your head? Don't write it down. Do it in your head.
2 times root 5 over 1.
2 root 5 over what? You're close. Over 5. 2 root 5 over 5. Right? I'll just show that step one more time. And if you can't do it in your head, who the hell cares? Write the step down. It's not a big deal, right? But if you can do it faster and accurately, that's what matters, right? So you get 2 root 5 over 5. Good. So opposite over adjacent is what? 1/2. Reduced, right? 4 over 8 reduces to 1/2. Now, when I look at the cosecant, I know I'm flipping the fractions. So I wouldn't always look right here because then I have to rationalize. If I look at it right here, what does it flip? Root 5, right? Because the 4's cancel. So just root 5. If you put over 1, I'll take a half point off because you don't need to divide by 1. It stays the same, right? I'm annoying like that. You got to reduce it always. So what's secant? Root 5 over 2, right? So I'm not looking right here because that's a pain in the neck. I'm looking right here because all I do is flip it and then I don't have to rationalize. So it depends where you look as you're going through these problems. What's cotan? Dos. Okay, do 4 on your own. What do you have to do first for 4? Aw, is it so hard to square things? Are we going to cry? I got tissues up there if you need them. So, who can do that in your head? You can do that in your head. Don't give me that. 6 squared is 36. 36 times 3, 108. 108 plus 36, 144. You got that. I just multiplied it in my head. I did 6 times 6. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 is 3. So 36 times 3. When I think of 36 times 3, I go like this in my head. 30 times 3. And then 30 times... No, that's not what I meant. What was it? 36. 6 times 3. That's how I think of it in my head. So it's 90 plus 18. And I just add those up. 108. This one's 36 over here. Add them up, so it is 12. Square root 144, you get 12. Okay, now do it. I'm going to freeze the screen, and it's unfortunate. You do it and double check. Talk amongst yourselves, right? Make sure you can understand how to do it. Now I'm kind of scared I might have got it wrong because I made a mistake on the last one, but we'll roll the dice. You can double check your answers. We love when you tap like that. It's not annoying at all. Yes, it was. I saw you. It's called sarcasm. You know, they said you're not supposed to be sarcastic as a teacher. I'm like, that would eliminate like 90% of what I say. So you can't have that. I will be sarcastic. That's the way I am. If you can't handle it, we got tissues all over the place, right? You can wipe up those tears, and you can have another teacher. It's okay. You can go to a different teacher. It won't hurt my feelings.
I just don't like my sign.
Are we good? Do you get that? Anybody have a question on any of them? Right? How many people could rationalize in their head, just out of curiosity? You don't have to. Again, if you need to show the step, show the step. Eventually you'll get used to it, so you won't need to show that step. But if you always need to show that step, who cares? No big deal. All right. Number 5 right here. What do we have to do? What should we do first? I feel disappointment. What I would do is draw a triangle. Wouldn't that be smart? I'd draw a right triangle. Look how perfectly I can draw it. Okay? And then you can choose where you want theta. You just can't put it where the right angle is, right? So I'm going to choose over here for theta. You could choose up top. It doesn't matter at all. So tan is what in the ratio of the sides? Opposite over adjacent. So opposite is what? 7? Yes, it is that way. And adjacent is 24. Have you guys ever heard the term Pythagorean triple? No. Yes. This is a Pythagorean triple. Nope. No. Yes, 25. It is 25, right? It's a Pythagorean triple. I just know them. But you can do Pythagorean theorem if you don't know that's a Pythagorean triple. Right? So we go 7 squared plus 24 squared equals c squared. 7 squared plus 24 squared, 625.
625 or 6?
And then square root that, and you get c equals 25. Okay? It's handy. They help, right? What's the 5 one? 5 and 13. You also want to say 8. 3, 4. That's another one. See how she memorized them? Do you see? She needs a little refresher. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 5, 12 what? Good job. 7, 24. Ah, yes. So you're paying attention. That's good. Okay. Just writing these down so we can just go through the process.
I don't understand. How is it not 6? Why is it not 67 again?
What? What'd you say?
I figured it out.
You can do Pythagorean theorem, right? If you don't know that Pythagorean triple, it's all good. Right? You have 49 plus something equals 625. Anyone know 24 squared in your head? I should know it. 625, what is it? I don't know. Okay, we'll do a weird one. How about you, I want to know what B is. I'm going to draw the triangle.
Shut up.
Okay, what goes for secant? I want you to figure out what B is, A or B. Figure out the other leg. Do that on your own. Figure out the other leg. You have to think about what secant is. Is it cosine or sine? It's one of those two flipped. Right, so S goes with C, C goes with S. All those little tricks will help you remember. Not again.
Please excuse this interruption. If you need to make up
picture retakes.
for your fob, we are calling letters, last names, A through C, to come down and get your picture taken.
Wait, pick up our
Thank you.
No. Picture retake. They said if you need a picture retake for your fob. Good job listening.
Sorry about that. I still don't have my.
It's all good.
What is that?
Hypotenuse over adjacent. 4 is hypotenuse. Adjacent is what then? 1. Very good. Now Pythagorean theorem to get the missing. That's right.
Can I go?
Yep. They said they would call by last name. Did they say A through whatever? Okay, I stopped listening then. Okay, how many people have B? Raise your hand if you have B. Lies. That's a lie. So easy to tell. You know how fluidly high school kids lie? Like you think of the last time you lied to your parents. Think how easily it just came out. Like full on lie. Like I'd be in high school, I'd be going to my girlfriend's house, right? Where are you going? Hey, I'm going to the mall with my buddy. Like just rolls right out like it's nothing, right? Eventually you develop your integrity a little more, right? And you don't lie as much, which is good. He says so proudly, I have zero integrity. But if you think about it, next time you lie to your parents, like you should be mildly disturbed, right? How easily it rolls out. You're like, oh my God, I can't lie today. Like they didn't care if I was going to my girlfriend's, right? Like, do you?
Because my dad like knows when I lie.
He can tell. Yeah.
I'm also a horrible liar, so
Did you get B yet? My distracted friend. Tie Tuesday. You're supposed to be more of a student when you're wearing a tie.
I lost both. No, I actually got those.
You lost what? He threw him. Square root of 15. Okay, do all 6 of them down here. Ready, set, go.
Do it.
You can always write up here like so. Ka. Toa. Yeah.
What the heck?
Right? You can write that. It'll help you do this. So square root of 15 over what?
Mr. Evans, I do not understand
Okay, what part?
at all.
Ask me a better question.
I don't
So
know.
do you get secant is secant's cosine? You want to look at 7?
Can you do 6? Can you do 6? Can you do 6? Can you do 6?
Let's just finish this one because I'm in the middle of it. Okay? So let's talk about this one just so you can get it, right? So I think secant, shh, gentlemen, shut up. I think secant goes with what? So if I look at the first page, right? Secant is right here. Secant goes with cosine. So I write down cosine as adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay? So cosine's adjacent over hypotenuse. That means secant is hypotenuse over adjacent. That's why I wrote that right here. Okay? So then I draw a random triangle. Any old triangle, right? Just got to be a right triangle. And I just choose where I want this theta to be. It doesn't matter at all. So I know that secant is hypotenuse, so 4 has to be hypotenuse, right? Because 4 is on top. And then adjacent is what? 4 over what? Doesn't change the value of 4. 4 over 1, right? So that's why a 1 is on the adjacent side. So adjacent is right next to theta. This is opposite, right? Across from means opposite. Adjacent means next to. Now clearly right here there are 2 numbers that are next to theta. But this is always hypotenuse, right? Because the hypotenuse is always across from the right angle. Okay? And then I'll explain another one as well. So like please ask that question, right? If you're sitting there like, what the hell's going on? You got to slow me down and ask a question, right? How many people were confused before we slowed down and asked questions? Good. So slow me down. It's okay, right?
Why'd you believe me that time and not the last time?
Because I asked you if you were confused. See, that was kind of mean if you think about it, right? All right, so if we're doing sine, right? Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, right? So opposite of theta is 15, and the hypotenuse is 4. That's why I wrote 15 over 4. Okay, we do cosine, that's adjacent over hypotenuse. So next to theta right here, that's the adjacent side, 1. So we're going to write 1 in the top of this fraction. And what's the hypotenuse? Show me with your fingers. What's the hypotenuse? Yes, good. So 1 over 4. Math isn't that bad once you understand it, right? It's when you don't understand it, that's when you want to start crying or screaming or whatever your emotion of the day is. Right? So tangent is opposite over adjacent. What side is opposite of theta? Here's theta. Opposite, straight across from. So square root of 15 is opposite. What's the adjacent side? Next to theta? 1. So square root of 15 over 1, which is just square root of 15. Okay, then I have to flip.
Ouch, ouch.
I got to flip it over here. Because cosecant is just the reciprocal of sine. So I write 4 over root 15. What do I multiply by to rationalize?
Opposite.
Square root of 15 over square root of 15. Right? As long as I multiply something that's equivalent to 1, I don't change the value of the fraction. So I can just multiply by square root of 15 over square root of 15. So when we multiply the numerator, we just get 4 square root of 15. You just kind of smush them together. Square root of 15 times square root of 15 is square root of 225, which is just 15, right? But when you multiply two square roots with the same number under, you just end up with a number under the square root, okay? So it's 4 square root of 15 over 15. Okay? So what's secant? Show me with your fingers.
4.
4. That's not your finger, that was your mouth.
You're a freaking idiot, you know that?
What is, so cotan, if I flip that, it's really like square root of 15 over 1, right? So I have to rewrite this like 1 over square root of 15. To rationalize, I multiply by what? Square root of 15 over square root of 15. And then what do I get? I get square root of 15 over 15. Is it better for those that were confused? Like better understanding? We can go slow over one more. We don't.
I think we're good.
How many? Give me fist of 5 so I can tell who's good. Fist of 5. Fist of 5, everyone, come on. Fist of 5, where are we at? Okay. All right, I can do one more example before we get to the stuff on the bottom. Okay, so we did in geometry, you did these 30, 60, 90 triangles and 45, 45, 90s. The important part about this is it all relates to the unit circle. Okay, so there's a specific relationship of sides in a 30, 60, 90 triangle. The small side is always 1. The hypotenuse is always 2. And the second longest side is always square root of 3.
This is my least favorite part.
Right? So once you just memorize that, the ratio of sides, you're fine. So the legs on a 45, 45, 90 are 1. The hypotenuse is square root of 2. If we do, we will get 2 square root of 2. As soon as we do 45 degree angle, we'll get some 2 square root of 2 stuff going on. Okay, so let's do sine of 30 degrees. So here's 30. Sine is, I'm going to write SOHCAHTOA over here so you can see it. So if you get confused by this stuff, it's a smart thing to write SOHCAHTOA over here. Right, so sine of 30 degrees. So I start at 30. The opposite side's 1. What's the hypotenuse? 2, so 1/2. Okay, let's do cosine of 30. So cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. The side next to 30 is square root of 3, and the hypotenuse is 2. So it's square root of 3 over 2. Oops, I wrote it in the wrong spot. It's over here. Okay, tangent is opposite. Tangent of 30, opposite of 30 is what?
1.
Opposite of 30 is 1, adjacent to 30 is root 3, so it's 1 over root 3. So I'm going to kind of, you got to leave yourself some room because you need to rationalize. So I have to multiply by square root of 3. I keep writing it in the wrong spot though. I want to write it over here. So 1 square root of 3.
Wait, why do you keep moving it?
Because I would keep writing in the wrong spot. Hopefully you're not writing in pen.
I am.
Haha. Write in pencil.
Dude.
Math is a pencil subject. Dude, you're killing me. So what do we get? What's the answer here? Square root of 3 over 3. Good. Square root of 3 over 3. Excellent. So all we need to do over here is flip them. So sine goes with cosecant. Cosine goes with secant. Tangent goes with cotangent. Okay? So all I have to do is flip those fractions. So cosecant is hypotenuse over opposite. Secant is hypotenuse over adjacent. And cotangent is adjacent over opposite. So writing that kind of stuff down will help you. So cosecant is what? Cosecant of 30. Here's 30. Sine and cosecant go together. So all I need to do is flip this fraction. And what do I get? 2. So secant, I got to flip what? Secant goes with what? Cosine. Secant goes with cosine. So I got to flip 2 over root 3. 2 over root 3. Then you rationalize, multiply by root 3 over root 3. So you get 2 root 3 over 2 root 3 over 3. It's annoying, yeah. Cotangent. So, cotangent. I'm not going to flip this one because it's a pain in the neck. Instead, if I flip this one, it's easier. What do I get when I flip? Just square root of 3. Right? Cotan is square root of 3. And just wait till you get to unit circle because you have to have all this stuff in your head as you go through stuff on the unit circle. And we'll ask you all sorts of crazy questions around the unit circle. So the quicker you can kind of get this stuff down, the better off you're going to be. We'll do unit circle. I think it comes up on block day. Okay, 45 degrees. So now we're looking at this triangle over here. Okay, so 45 degrees. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So you can pick a 45, doesn't matter. Opposite is over here. Hypotenuse is this. So it's 1 over square root of 2. Then we have to rationalize square root of 2 over square root of 2. Raise your hand if you know the answer. Root 2 over 2. Way to raise your hand. Root 2 over 2. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Is it the same damn thing?
Yes.
Same damn thing, right? So you can just write root 2 over 2. Find the shortcuts because it'll make you happier. You don't have to go through that whole rationalization process. Right? So cosine, here's 45. Adjacent is this. Hypotenuse is that. That's exactly what we did over here. So this answer should be the same as that answer. All right, tangent. Opposite over adjacent. Tangent is 1 over 1 or just 1. Okay? 1 divided by 1 is 1. So we got to flip it. What's cosecant? So cosecant, I'm going to look right here. Sine goes with cosecant. So if I flip that, what do I get? Square root of 2. So secant, what am I going to get?
Same thing.
Same damn thing. Square root of 2.
And then here also same damn thing.
No. Oh yeah, we do. 1. Flip 1, you still get 1. Okay? All right. Back to the 30, 60, 90 now. We're looking at the 60 degree angle over here. Right? So I start at the 60. Opposite over hypotenuse. So sine is what?
Where? 3 over 2.
Root 3 over 2.
Root 3 over 2.
Now I'm not going to rationalize here, right? Because I've got all the rationalization stuff up here. So I'm just going to look for those so I don't have to do that same process again because we try to be smarter, right? So cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So I start at 60. Adjacent side is right here. Hypotenuse is right here. So what's cosine of 60? 1/2. Tan of 60. So I have 60 right here. I go opposite over adjacent. So root 3 over 1 or just root 3. Okay. So when I did, so I look right here. I have root 3 over 2 that I know I need to flip.
It's 2 times root 3 over 3.
Right? Because I flipped it right here and I got 2 root 3 over 3. So don't do the math again, right? You already did it. So look for it. And you can always do the math again if you need to. Who cares? But Make it easier on yourself and just find where you did it before. So secant, that's the easy one. What is it? Secant's 2. Flip 1/2, right? And then cotangent,
Root 3 over 3.
right? So if I flip it, I would get 1 over root 3, which is right here. And if I rationalize, I get root 3 over 3, right? So that is what's right there. Oops, not a square root. Right, so we make it easier on ourselves. So in all this stuff, we're going to be doing like crazy on the unit circle. But mostly, not mostly, all of it's going to be this part of the table. Right, so you're going to do unit circle like crazy with all that stuff. All right, let me stop the recording.